Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Today we'll take a look at the Great British Pound, because on euro currency, as you can see, situation mostly stands the same as we have discussed yesterday, the same as on the dollar index. So on the Asia Pacific currencies, so on the New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar, you can see the strong collapse. So on New Zealand dollar, our suggestion that maybe market could show some reversal as the butterfly will be formed mostly has failed, because reaction was very small on the completion of the butterfly on the New Zealand dollar. On Australian dollar as well, so market, while was forming the ABCD pattern and potential guidance stability has failed, since market has dropped significantly lower. That's why, as we do not have any other setups, currently we mostly will be focused on the euro currency and on the Great British Pound. So right now, as you can see, the situation is really a bit sophisticated and confusing, because as market has turned to narrowing action, so when the market starts to form the tighter swings, narrowing swings compared to previous one, it's always keep door for opposite patterns. We have talked about it in the weekly research. Now situation hasn't changed yet, as market hasn't broken yet the most important levels, the breakout of which could at least cancel some patterns that we potentially could get and bring us some more clarity. Approximately the same situation on the Great British Pound, but cable right now is a bit has its own driving factors, and it means that it could move slightly different compared to euro currency. So that's why we mostly keep watching on the daily chart and the multiple grabbers that have been formed recently. So you can see in last week's discussion, we have talked about these grabbers that have been formed here, and we have suggested market should take out of these lows. Yesterday, here market has taken some pause in downward action, but yesterday market has formed another bearish grabber on the background of not really positive statistics for Great British Pound. So this grabber also suggests a downward continuation. Another reason, guys, why we think that market should drop slightly lower, because first of all, take a look at reaction on monthly pivot point. So market has failed to pass through it, just shows retracement and dropped. It means that sentiment mostly by the pivot framework stands bearish, and usually when the market couldn't pass through the monthly pivot point, it tending to the monthly pivot support one that stands at this area around 129.80 area approximately. Also, as you can see, this will be our confidence support that we have discussed around 130 even. And finally, using the Fibonacci extensions here, even minor target, so 618, just 618 extension here stands below these lows. Usually when the market forms such kind of the construction where even minor extension stands below the previous lows, these lows usually are doomed. So it's very high chance that market will drop here, at least just to complete the minor extension of this ABCD pattern. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, this could lead to appearing of the butterfly pattern. It's right now could be seen much brighter than it was previously. So you can see that 127 extension stands slightly lower, so it's 29.40 area approximately. It's 127 extension. So here we have slightly high targets, but still, anyway, it's just approximately 35-40 pips difference between the butterfly and daily support areas. It's not really very big difference. Finally, on the hourly chart, guys, also some kind of signs of weakness, if we could call it in this manner. Take a look at market wasn't able to pass through the weekly pivot point, it's also dropped. And in general, if you will take a look at the contract chart, you can see that here potentially market has started to form bullish reversal pattern. That was the head and shoulders. But in the last stage of the, so recently when there was some strength in the United States dollar, you can see market has dropped. This drop is too fast for right shoulder of this potential pattern, and we mostly could talk that with a very high probability, with a high degree of the probability that this pattern is failed. As you can see that market dropped too low, and right now some kind of the consolidation is forming that could call as a pennant or flag pattern. It's a potentially bearish continuation pattern. As you can see, also very strong action here. Tail closing. It's definitely just some kind of the consolidation that also is accompanied with the bearish dynamic pressure that just a downward breakout. It means that market should take it out of these lows. This in turn will lead probably to the further drop here and gradual action right to the at least 130 area. So as you can see, our step that we have started to discuss last week on the British pound is still valid. Some more patterns now we see here, and it's also attractive that some really clear patterns. We have the power line, the bearish grabbers that mostly stand in the same direction. So let's see how situation will develop here. And let's keep an eye on the euro currency. Maybe on the euro currency we will not see big action today, because tomorrow we will get the European Central Bank meeting and investors just could take the pause and expectation of this event. That's why maybe more activity we will see today on other currencies.